Alright, time for my round 4 game of this month's MSEM GP. Playing Aanginer, who is on a graveyard deck. So not sure how well this matchup will go in game 1, because I don't really have that much graveyard. I mean, like, I don't have main deck grave hate, but on the other hand, I could just try to counter everything they do, and I'm on the play. I mean, Crest is decent against their deck, right? I bounced their reanimated thing, and that technically puts them down on mana in that they don't want to recast their guys from hand, but like it's 3 mana, so it's Unearth, and I think I keep this anyways. I mean, I feel like this hand probably wants some more removal, but I mean, I can't complain too much right now. So turn 1, I will seek Prophecy because I might be able to combo Monkey Shines with a shuffle effect in order to draw a single card off, or like top one card and then shuffle away the other one if I really want to do that. I mean, I do really want removal right now, so I'll take the Void Flare. Although maybe I should have taken Antis Accomplice so that I actually put a clock on my opponent. So they're going to do turn 1 discard spell. Yeah, that's fine. If they have like a reanimation spell, I think I do counter it turn 2. Because that probably is better than... So then that means I probably should have taken Antithesis Accomplice, although that wouldn't have changed. I mean, if I took Antithesis Accomplice, I could have kept up Antithesis, but right now... Okay, well, I just do this and pass. If they don't go for reanimation, then I guess I'm still fine. But like, what's the follow-up? I guess I just... Oh, they have Stir the Pot as their reanimation spell of choice. That makes things really hard for me. I mean, I could always just keep a Portal Fracture. I mean, I guess that's... What, so like I end of turn Portal Fracture and then keep up Void Flare for their follow-up reanimation? Is that good? Or I could just crest the thing when it comes in. But cresting this guy, so they like go up a card if that happens. I mean, I guess that's kind of fine. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to try to force them to... Or no, there's no point in doing anything here. Okay, I got the Planeswalker at least. I'll play out Crystal Caverns first, and then I'll Monkey Shines. If they let it happen. Zirrkt's also kind of useful right now, but... I mean, Void Flare is useful. Or Void Flare doesn't actually kill the thing that I need it to kill. But it will kill it pretty soon. But Zedna also like puts them up on cards once it comes in, so the thing is, do I want to just give them free 2-for-1s? And I think the answer is no. Like my plan here, it's a Portal Fracture, their end of turns Pseudopod, and then crest whatever they bring back. So in that case, I do want to just bin everything, right? Yeah. Alright, another Wayfarer's Shrine is actually fine. Okay, yeah, they have Pseudopod, and I will counter the first one. Or, yes, I will counter the first one because... Or actually, no, I want to crest their Sedna because, I mean, that still lets them set up something for next turn. I think I Portal Fracture their first one. Okay, Unearth. Yeah, that does happen. So then I guess they pick up another Starter Pot. Do they have a Breaker? Okay, sure. Each player mills 3 cards. That's good for me. I probably should have kept Zirrat on top in that case because I definitely could have milled into a cheap Zirrat. Okay, so, like... They still don't have any ways to actually stick things on board right now. I can answer Zedna by untapping with and then playing Void Flare. Read from Chaff. Okay, that's fine. They haven't set up too much yet. And I will keep up Crest in case anything scary happens. Okay, there's Treacherous Warden. Treacherous Warden. I'm going to be bouncing Treacherous Warden to hand, I think. That's 2 Void Flares. Do I fetch now? Yeah, I fetch now to prevent shenanigans from happening. And then I keep up Crest plus 2 Void Flares. I'm really hoping this guy helps me restock after. I mean, I'm also keeping up Lose Your Mind from Graveyard if they only do one thing that's worth countering. Yeah. Am I fine just letting them have a bunch of Sedna triggers? I think I am reasonably fine with that. Breaker of Secrets. I think I do kill the first Sedna. Or maybe I can bounce Sedna right now. And then once they try to reanimate Treacherous Warden, I kill it. Because they can't really... Okay, so like if I killed Zedna right now, they can unearth it and then they get some more cards. If I bounce it right now, I think bouncing it is better than killing it. Right? Yeah. I'd rather Zedna. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I definitely should have kept Zirrat around because that was a really cheap. I could have dropped a really cheap Zirrat and then Zirrat bounces Zedna. Yeah, I definitely should have thought about that. Yeah, that's fine. In terms of Starter Pot, am I fine if they just Starter Pot and bring back? Yeah, I'm fine with whatever they Starter Pot and bring back because I can just untap and kill it. So then that means that's a chance to use the clue. Yeah, that's fine. Or no, that brings back that gets another Treacherous Warden into their deck or into their graveyard. Oh, they dump relive reality. Okay. Seek prophecy, that doesn't really help me right now. Yeah, they can relive into, so I need to find a counter spell right now. I mean, I do have a decent chance of finding one, although I didn't find it right now. Should I YOLO, Bullshit and Malo? I think I do. And then I just keep up the 2 Void Flares, but like if I flip a land plus a counter spell, it's really good for me. Come on! I mean, I did flip a land, so, but I didn't flip a counter spell, or, no, it's fine. I got Restad. I can Restad plus Seek Prophecy. Yeah, okay, fine. And I will shuffle now to prevent shenanigans in the future. Like, getting Restad into play is pretty good for me. Do I have Void Flare of Treacherous Warden now? If I Void Flare it now, like they track reanimated, I'll Void Flare on the way in, and then, I mean, that's probably better for me. And I'll just do this while I'm at it. Yeah, Lose Your Mind's really nice, because it draws 2 cards. Restad's not useful. I don't think they have removal, or I mean, they have removal, but I don't think they're using it on Restad right now. Yeah, Lose Your Mind's pretty good. I think I keep it on top because I get to draw 2 cards for 1 mana right now with that thing. And I think I do fire off the first Void Flare. I don't want this thing on board when they start reanimating stuff. Oh, they can just kill Restad. Okay, that's actually quite bad for me. Can they double reanimate though? They need 2 reanimation spells. I mean, they could just wait. Their first Treacherous Warden can just find the second relive reality. No, they don't have enough mana to do that. So I just need them to not have another reanimation spell in hand. Or okay, they do really live from the graveyard. Okay, starter pot. I go down to 5, which is kind of scary. But maybe they're just out of gas by now. Like if I can keep finding counter spells, then I can just prevent them from reanimating anything for the remainder of the game. Like if they just like I'm fine if they find another creative. So can they find Flesh? Does Flesh's Assailant come back from this? It's I don't think it does because trigger it doesn't see it trigger, but it will come back from random stuff now. Okay. Lose Your Mind. Right, I did put that on top. I mean, I guess I'm forced to cast it now. Unless I want to mono first to see what's on top. I'm forced to plus anyways, so I guess I do that. And then I Void Flare the Treacherous Warden and try to find a counter. Okay, so I can dig. The plan here is find a counter spell and find... It's literally just find a counter spell. And I'm willing to put any number of... Okay, well, that's a counter spell, and I don't care about Monkey Shines right now. Because I already have Seek Prophecy. Yeah. Okay. Lose Your Mind. Draw 2 cards. Oh, that's 2 counter spells. That's good. So now I need to find a removal spell, which I can find. I mean, no, I just Void Flare now to prevent shenanigans from happening. Yeah, I Void Flare now and then just counter everything else. Counter everything they play from now on, and hopefully that works out for me. Yeah, and I'm going to like. Actually, do I need to minus right now? I could plus again to set up for next turn. That seems better than like possibly YOLO minusing this into unplayable cards, or at least YOLO minusing this into something that screws up my curve. Well, in that case, I'm playing Seek Prophecy this turn because there's no reason not to, because of how the mana works out. And then I just have to hope they don't have 2 things I need to counter this turn. I mean, I could also keep around Seek Prophecy for triggering this thing next turn. No. Okay, so yeah, if I'm not going to YOLO minus this thing, then I'm just going to play Seek Prophecy this turn. Which means I could have actually kept up a Void Flare, but... Oh, Panya's pretty good right now. I'll put that into my hand. Leopolescent Palace, and plus this guy again. Zirrkt's pretty good, or at least it's reasonably good. I think I bombed Monkey Shines right now because I don't want to be spending mana to dig. But I do put Zirrkt on top. Can I do Zirrkt plus Panya? Well, like if I hard counter, I counter spell, and then the turn afterwards, I untap Panya, tail it immediately, and then play Zirrkt on the... Yeah, I think that's feasible. So then I bomb the Monkey Shines afterwards. Yeah. So I need them to not have 2 reanimation spells. I think that's doable. Yeah, they cracked the clue. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's fine. They have relive. No, they don't have relive in graveyard. Huh. Are they finally out of gas? Like, if they don't play anything that's worth countering this turn, I just get to flash and Panya, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I go down to 4 life, which is kind of risky, but I am keeping up 2 counter spells, so like I do get to Grave Salvage. Yeah, that's fine. I don't think they have, well, unless they have exactly 2 Unearth, or unless they drew into exactly 2 Unearth, I think I'm fine here. The Unearth, that's getting... Or do I care about how... no, Cursing Glance counters everything in their deck. I'm just going to Portal Fracture it. Okay, did you draw a second Unearth? Nope, they're just going to... that technically gets back... Yeah, that gets back that guy. Okay, so I guess I'm looking for a counter spell now. Or... No, I can Zirrkt bounce that. Yeah. Oh wait, they mill over to Zirrkt. I guess yeah. I guess that is something they do. I mean, I get to take an extra turn, so I get a lot of looks for what I want. Oh, well, I top deck Zirrkt anyways. Yeah, so I definitely Zirrkt bounce this thing. So then what about this turn? I get to pawn your tail. Yeah, so in that case, I'll just +2 twice. And maybe it or if the first +1 finds me a land on top, I get to -2 this thing and also pawn your tail in the same turn. Right, I already have enough to pawn your tail from just my hand. Yeah, okay. Did not find me the thing I need to pawn your tail, so I want to YOLO whatever cat. I could get this to 6. Is that useful? No, not really. I mean, putting Restad on top for next turn is pretty good though, right? So Zirrktide, Restad, keep up Cursory Glance. That sets up for next turn. I mean, actually, Zirrktide will draw me. Yeah, I think I keep both up, but then that means the plus is kind of pointless. I mean, do I need to seek Prophecy on top? I think I could look for better, but I definitely want Restad on top. So anyways, play Panya tail, and then I get to plus this guy again. Well, I could have actually taken 2 turns in a row if I sequence this better. Okay, I definitely do not want Flooded Depths right now. Yeah. Do I want to wait for it? I might as well play it out anyways. Like, yeah, kind of going down to 4 is kind of dangerous, but I think I actually have the game on, or I'm in a pretty good spot right now. This guy can actually -2 twice if I really want to. Is that something I want to do? Okay, so like Zirrktide minus draw a card. Do I do that first or do I do that second? I could YOLO minus this thing right now. I mean, there is a good chance this just flips into something playable if I YOLO minus this right now. Yeah, I guess I will YOLO minus. Oh, I mean, that's more discard fodder, I guess. Yeah, sure. I mean, so this can plus afterwards to find me something to play with. Okay, yeah. So play Restad, play Zirrktide, +1 this thing. Finds me Spell Pierce. Actually, I want, because then I can cast Consider, and although that doesn't actually do anything for me. I want Spell Pierce, right? It might be useful somewhere, right? Does Spell Pierce stop anything? No, wait, I have these Lose Your Minds in the graveyard. I don't actually need card draw. Right now, I can just bottom both these cards. Yeah. Magmatic Torrent, okay. They go down to 7, and I pass the turn with a single Cursory Glance in hand. Which is, no wait, that's actually a problem because if they have 2 reanimation spells, then I die because they, okay, well, they didn't have that. Cool. So that went well. Shikai's Redoubt can come in, but they have Beneath the Zedina, which nullifies that. Like, it's one of the few, Shikai's Redoubt is one of the few Grave Hate spells that, in the format, that Beneath the Zedina actually nullifies. Because most of the other Grave Hate spells in the format just target the player and exile their entire graveyard. So do I actually want to bring in Shikai? Okay, I mean, Fire Rager definitely comes in. Does Soul Pierce come? No, Soul Pierce is not worth it. Neutralize definitely comes in. The rest is kind of useful. Panya is actually really good. Has been performing really well for me recently. Is Metal Munch useful? Actually, Metal Munch is quite useful. What do I not want? I think Crest is actually too slow, especially after I bring in all these other counter spells. Void Flare, I think I actually cut 1 cop. No, Void Flare is still pretty useful. I think Crest is actually more useful than Void Flare in this matchup, sort of, in a way. Do I want Forbidden Treasure? Yeah, Forbidden Treasure counters... Actually, Forbidden Treasure does counter most of your things. So does Cursory Glance. I think I actually take out some number of Cursory Glances. Because, yeah, Forbidden Treasure counters everything that's important from it. No, wait, they have Wicker Screech of Gestaff. So, yeah, more reason to pull out Cursory Glances. Because Cursory Glance does not counter Wicker Screech. So I guess I'm not bringing in Shikai's Redoubt. I guess that's fine. Yeah, I guess that's fine. Like, they're probably bringing in Beneath the Zedina, and I really don't want dead cards in my hand if they mill over Beneath the Zedina. I'd rather just have a bunch of counter spell. I mean, they are going to bring in Wicker Screech, which Neutralize isn't good against, and neither is Forbidden Treasure, so, like, Portal Fractures are the only thing that hits it. I also really don't want to be bouncing Wicker Screeches, so yeah, Crests come out. Do I actually do this? I mean, Antithesis Accomplice is just good in general. And maybe I do bring out the Neutralize, because I don't... I mean, curving Restad into one of these 1-mana counter spells is really good, but so is curving it into the removal, so like... I guess I board out one of my Planeswalkers, because it's not fast enough. I could bring up... I'll try boarding out 1 Void Flare. It's probably a mistake. Sure, I'll try this. I'm on the play, and I'm forced to cantrip to look for lands, and I also don't have any answers in my hand. Yeah, I mulligan this. Okay, this does have lots of answers. I keep this. And I don't think I need my Planeswalker when I have Lose Your Mind in hand, plus Restad. Yeah. I guess there is one problem with this hand in that it doesn't have cantrips to look for my second land. Okay, so I need to not... I only run 20 land, right? Yeah, I only run 20 land, so I need to just draw really lucky to not get mana screwed. I mean, it's 20 lands plus all the cantrips I could possibly top deck. I think I'm fine. Yeah, it should be fine. Like, Quench Greed on 1, that's fine. Best possible top deck right now would be Consider, because then I can still keep up Spell Pierce and cantrip if they don't do anything important. Oh dear. Okay, so what am I looking at? They will be able to am I fine if they reanimate something threatening on turn 2? Yes, because I have Fire Erasure. Okay, well, it's going to be Seek Prophecy to look for lands. If I don't find lands off this, then this digs 4 cards deep for 1 land. Okay, I mean, Mountain is not the land I would want, but it's fine. So then I get to do Fire Erasure plus keep up Spell Pierce. And then I'm looking for a counter spell to counter the Wicker Screech of Gustaf once it comes down, like a few turns from now. Well, they pitched Wicker Screech. Did they not get a good opening hand? Oh, okay. That makes the game a lot easier for me then, because I don't need to worry about dealing with those things on turn 2. Yeah, and now I just get to keep up Spell Pierce plus removal. Migmac Torrent, do I play this untapped? No reason to. Or, actually, no, I need to... I am technically trying to turbo into Lose Your Mind. And this can't... Yeah, I'll do this then. Wait, I could have played Rastad. Oh, now they're cracking... Yeah, they're really desperate. They really did not get a good opening hand. I could have gone Rastad and kept up Spell Pierce. Well, they don't have instant speed anything, so like this is a pretty free Lose Your Mind, even though it doesn't draw. Even though I don't get to draw 2 off it, like it's still pretty good. So I'll play it. And I guess I pitch Monkey Shines, or is it direct? No, I pitch Consider right now because I still want all my answers in hand, and I get to curve Rastad into Monkey Shine and still keep up Spell Pierce. Yeah, I'm doing very well right now. Oh, that's a second Lose Your Mind. Is going Rastad here too greedy? No, it's not, because even if Rastad gets killed, I still get to Spell Pierce with... Yeah, okay. I think like this game is going really well in my favor, I guess. I still don't want to say I've already won this game, but definitely looks really good for me. And like really good for me in a way that I'm not sure how my opponent's going to get back from. I bin both these because I want to enable Lose Your Mind. Well, that's a lot of Lose Your Minds. Yeah. I get Spell Pierce plus Fire Erasure. A distant done. I want to... No, it's fine. Rastad dying here is fine. I'm already in a really good spot. I just need to make sure I don't screw it up. Treasures Warden. Yeah, I guess that happens. Actually, they're at the point where Unearth doesn't actually... is this the thing I need to Fire Erasure? No, they already have a second Treasures Warden graveyard, so like it doesn't matter. I'm just going to Void Flare that. I can't prevent it from being reanimated if I Fire Erasure, or I can't prevent my opponent from reanimating a Treasures Warden if I Fire Erasure it, so I might as well just Void Flare it. Magmatic Torrent. Do I just go mono? I can just Lose Your Mind now, and yeah, because it doesn't matter. That's another Fire Rager. So if they do another Treasure Warden, I'm just going to kill it again. Yeah, looking pretty good for me. Actually, they have Wicker Screech, but it kills non-land permanent, so it doesn't actually do anything important. How big is it again? It's 3. Yeah, so that's Fire Rager too. So like, it doesn't actually do that much against me right now. If they don't do anything worth countering, then I will just... Okay, they have another Unearth. I mean, yeah, fine, that happens. I guess this is the one I Fire Eraser, or... No, it's fine. I can still have this thing stick around for a turn. I'm just going to Lose Your Mind this turn then, to get the card draw going. Unless they have like a follow-up here that requires me to Fire Eraser the Warden. They find Relive Reality, which will... I mean, that's going to be a Spell Pierce target. Oh, from hand? I mean, yeah, sure, that's fine. I'm just going to draw 2 cards here and then deal with whatever else later. Yeah, Lose Your Mind's nutso. Completely nutso. Portal Fracture. Okay. So that's getting erasured. And this thing... I can kill this whenever, right? So how much mana do I need to leave up? 1, 2, 3, 4... Yeah, 4 mana is probably good enough. So then I should just Seek Prophecy now. Or do I need to send my deck before Seek? It doesn't matter. I'll just Seek now, in case I find anything useful to cast. I guess I take a Consider, because might as well take the instant speed one, so that if I want to end step Consider or anything like that. And then I'll Void Flare the Treacherous Warden, because I actually don't want to take that much damage right now. I mean, they are empty-handed, so like, they're going to go for Relive Reality, and I'm just going to Spell Pierce that. And then they're going to try to attack with these guys, and I just, yeah. And I could also just Lose Your Mind, instead of, if I have 3 mana left over, which I won't have this turn, but... So it's just going to be Fire Eraser, Void Flare, Spell Pierce, and then Consider to see what's on top. So Fire Eraser that, and Void Flare that. I mean, I could still lose if they just top deck Unearth or something. They could have Stir the Pot, but then so that means I shouldn't completely tapped out at any time. Yeah, so then that means I should fetch with Mag Torrent first, find the island, and then play the Consider. Accomplice is pretty useful. Okay, do I care about... I should get this thing into play so I can start swinging. So do I care about Zirrktide at this point then? If they have Zirrktide, they bring back Treasures Warden, I just Fire Rager it, but then that means I'm out of gas. No, it's fine if that happens. Yeah, okay. Are they going to Zirrktide? Like, that's literally the only thing I'm worried about. Anything else is fine. Okay. They don't have Zirrktide in hand. Cool. Alright, swing for 1, and then I will hold up. Do I need to hold up Lose Your Mind, or can I just do it main phase? Because it's not like I'm going to do anything else. I might want to Portal Factor, Fire Rager, or Spell. Yeah, sure, I guess I pass. Wait, okay, they're going to crack blue. Yeah, that makes sense. So if they have, like, if they unearth from hand, or if they get a land and Zirrktide from hand, I will be forced to Portal Factor it, which could be a problem, because that means I can't Portal Factor their Wicker Screech once it comes down, or I can't Spell Pierce their next thing. Or I can't Spell Pierce. If they untap again, then I can't Spell Pierce their Unearth. But for the most part, I think I'm, like, in a very good spot. Zirrktide, yeah, that's getting countered. Okay, Grave Salvage, yeah, that's fine. I mean, I could have countered it to just put them completely out of stuff, but I don't think that's worth countering right now. End of turn, Antithesis, draw. Portal Factor does everything Forbidden Treasure does, right? I don't actually need Considers right now. Or I'm probably going to Lose Your Mind, but I mean, yeah, I don't need Forbidden Treasure right now. I mean, this thing could hit Relive, but yeah, I don't really need it right now. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, Lose Your Mind, pitching Consider, draw 2. Okay, that's a second Portal Factor, so that's pretty useful. Alright, untap. The Planeswalker, do I want to drop it? No. Might as well, right? Although I can't enable it. I mean, might as well just get on board. I have enough mana for everything I want to do, unless it's double Portal Factor. How likely do I need to double Portal Factor next turn? If they draw 2 Unearth, I guess I do need to do that. And if they draw 2 Unearth, I can just Portal Factor the first one and then Fire Rager the second one. Yeah, I think I'm fine. Play this guy. I mean, I could just YOLO minus this guy and see what I flip. If it flips into a land, then that's really good, but if it doesn't, then I'd rather not YOLO with this thing. See, or no, wait, that would have been, well, whatever. Alright. Or no, I already played land per turn, right? Yeah, Open Lesson Palace. Treasures Warden, that is getting countered. Unless they have, okay, they don't have exactly Unearth. Because that actually would have been a pretty big punish if they had exactly Unearth there. In fact, I probably shouldn't have done that, but whatever, since I'm already, oh, I forgot Antithesis trigger. Well, whatever. Doesn't matter. Because I'm already super winning at this point. As I keep saying. Okay, I am willing to YOLO minus this guy now. Cool. Open Lesson Palace does make me lose life now, which could be kind of annoying, but it's fine. Oh, I mean, Monkey Shines might find me into something. I'll just play it. Restad. Yeah, Restad, I can play Restad. Sure. And I actually do want Lose Your Mind afterwards anyways, so that's pretty good for me. And I don't need more. I mean, technically I want lands, but I don't really want lands that much either, so I'll keep Lose Your Mind on top, because it's still pretty useful. And is this a May? You may draw a card. I should still Psycho. Yeah, sure, I should still Psycho, and I guess I still want everything here. I think I do bomb Lose Your Mind, because I can just Lose Your Mind from grave. Oh, did I forget? I could have actually made use of the Restad. No, I already had spent my first spell that turn. Uncrunch Greed, yeah, that's fine. Live Reality, what are they going to target? Do they have Flesh Salient? Yes, they do. No, that's not happening. Or actually, I only need to have one. Oh. Every cast spell or creature, yeah. Then they don't get to... Okay, sure. Doesn't matter right now. Restad just kills them in a turn, right? Or 1, 2, 3... It's pretty close. I need to actually lose life from that. Doesn't matter. I can actually pitch Fire Rager here. Because I'm pretty sure I have a win lined up. At least some sort of win lined up. I forgot to trigger Antithesis. Well, whatever. Okay, so... I got to YOLO minus this guy. Yeah. There we go. So, activate Restad. How many spells do I have to cast? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need to cast 2 more spells. This is also both. Okay, yeah, I think I just have the win here then. I lose 1 here. And then I cast Seek Prophecy. That 1, 2, 3. Does it matter? Not really, but sure, I'll take Zerrat. Void Flare that. Yeah, they're just dead. The attacks, like, they have no way to prevent this from killing them, but GG, yeah. Alright, so that went quite well for me because my opponent did not get. Because my opponent had a bad opening hand and didn't get early reanimates or early unearth, so I was free to just spend all my time setting up, and I had enough counter spells to just counter everything he did. So I mean, yeah, that went really well. That went really well for me. I guess I should check the replays anyways to see what they had in hand. So they opened on a hand with, okay, what did they have before that? This. Okay, yeah, I guess that this isn't. Yeah, this isn't a great hand. No draw spells early. This hand is beatable if they loot themselves into a reanimate target or unearth target. So yeah, they keep that, and I guess they just didn't find a target. So yeah, they missed. They whiffed on a target. They're still keeping around Wicker Screech. Wait, did they pitch the other unearth? No, they already had Weed from Chaff. So they played the negative card advantage looting spells, and then they didn't hit any targets off those two. So then yeah, those were some really bad draws, and then they were just cracking clues at that point. All right, yes. I mean, I guess all that shows is that my opponent's deck is really bad if they don't get the draws they need. Because like if they flip into Treacherous Warden off the first or off any of these two looting spells, right? Like it could be any of these two. I'm surprised they actually kept around Wicker Screech, or they were so desperate to keep Wicker Screech in hand though. Is that I definitely no they top deck Weed from Chaff, so it didn't end up punishing them, but they probably should have pitched Wicker Screech earlier, right? Because then at least that prevents them from, like, for example, top decking a land here and getting completely bricked. But like if they leave it into a Treacherous Warden here, then this turn I would Seek Prophecy, and then this turn they Weed from Chaff, unearth Treacherous Warden, or I mean they could just unearth Treacherous Warden and keep a Spell Pierce. That would actually really hurt me, right? So then I play Mountain, I keep up, or do I? I wasn't playing around Spell Pierce, so I definitely would have just jammed Fire Rager, or no, I would have kept up Fire Rager, and then tried to Fire Rager once they tried to do their next thing, or I probably would have Fire Ragered once they tried to attack. No, I was Void Flared because I didn't really care about their graveyard at that point because I had the Spell Pierces anyways. Like I tried to Void Flare their thing, they Spell Pierce it, I get smacked for 3, and then they follow up with an Unearth on something else, assuming they like flipped 2 Unearth targets, then they play their second Unearth, I Spell Pierce it, and they have enough mana to do their own Spell Pierce afterwards, right? Oh, they already, if they spent their Spell Pierce countering my spell, okay, so then it's a wash, and then they have the Treacherous Warden in play. I mean, they probably grab Relive Reality off first Treacherous Warden, so then what? I Fire Rager the Treacherous Warden after I untap, and then I have these Lose Your Minds, so I probably just eventually get back into the game with all these Lose Your Minds and stuff. So I still think I reasonably win this if my opponent didn't get really unlucky, but my opponent not drawing any reanimation target definitely did help me here. And game 1 is quite a close game, but eventually I just countered and removed everything they did, and eventually I was able to just hold up counter spells against other possible reanimation or unearth spells, and then I won off that, right? I mean, I also benefited from my opponent just not. I mean, no, they got Sedna. Sedna's the ideal reanimation. I mean, they could have pitched Treacherous Warden, so like they definitely had the ability to just reanimate a bunch of stuff, or had the ability to unearth the things they wanted to this game. Then what? Monkey Shines still kept up 4 factor, and then countered the first Certipot, and they didn't have a second, or they did have Unearth, but okay. So I think this 4 factor did do a lot because it prevented my opponent from immediately attacking with the thing they reanimated, which means that in life, so that's the difference of 2 life, which definitely does matter in this game when their spells are draining me for 3 life or 2 life apiece. So then that breaks an attack for a turn, which means now I get to just kill Sedna before it can hit me. I immediately Void Fear that. I kept up my removal, but I remember cresting that. Right? Yeah, I crested that, and they were able to reanimate again, but I didn't care about but they reanimated Treacherous Warden instead of Sedna. I think that might actually be weird, or that might actually be a critical decision here, because my opponent reanimating Treacherous Warden instead of Sedna means that I can now just try to beat them on board because they're not drawing a million cards. I can just 1-for-1 them now, right? Yeah, I kill Treacherous Warden, and then because now Treacherous Warden is still just 1-for-1ing the removal, the reanimate. Every Treacherous Warden doesn't actually put them up on cards, because even if it fetches Relive Reality, it still costs a card to use. So basically that means I can trade 1-for-1 with the Treacherous Wardens, and then I'll eventually come out ahead, which is what happened this game, right? I just traded 1-for-1 with the Treacherous Wardens. They had the opportunity to reanimate Unearth Sedna here, and they still didn't take that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if my opponent just reanimated Sedna instead of reanimating Treacherous Wardens, I definitely would have been in a worse spot, because I can try to 1-for-1 all their reanimation, but then they're going to end up with more cards than I have, and then I'm put in a tough spot where I need to Lose Your Mind and still have enough Lose Your Mind to enough answers to kill the things that are 2-for-1ing me. Yeah, and then at this point I found enough counter spells to prevent everything they're doing. But if they had Sedna here, if they reanimated Sedna and got some good flips, then me drawing a bunch of counter spells wouldn't have helped, because then they would still have extra cards left in hand, so I can't 1-for-1 them. And then okay, yeah. Anyways, that means I'm making it to top cut with the 4-0 record, so that's pretty good. Hopefully I perform just as well in the top cut.